For several years now, I've been reporting on the frenzied London property market. Those driven out.
It's tough for the buyers. Yeah, we do feel sorry for them.
And those cashing in.
London sometimes looks like a bargain.
And then came Brexit. One bank warns house prices could halve if Brexit goes wrong. Others say it'll be a mere blip. So what is the story so far? A year ago, I met junior doctor and first-time buyer Tanya. The market was crazy. She even considered buying this repossessed cannabis farm.
I don't think you can actually move in like this.
She's still looking. Today, Cemetery Road. But something new haunts her.
Brexit has just brought so much uncertainty, and I don't want to be putting, my life savings and carry a big mortgage when I don't know what's happening. My worst fear is that this place goes into negative equity.
We get these buyers, like first-time buyers, that won't buy. It's just turned round, 100%. We just can't believe it. And it's all because of Brexit.
London's first-time buyers are a bit like poor old Goldilocks. When the market's too hot, they can't keep up. Too cool, and they get scared. It's rarely just right.
The market was on a slide before. It was slipping down there, but slowly. Brexit just gave it a bit of a shove. What we've seen through our data is that the new properties in London, sales have pretty much halved.
That uncertainty has led to price falls. And while first-time buyers get the jitters, seasoned property investors see an opportunity. So how's Brexit been for you?
Well, since the referendum on the 24th of June, I've negotiated about £56 million worth of property transactions, and on average, I've negotiated a 12% discount to the pre-Brexit asking prices.
By Christmas, Henry believes the average London home will be worth £30,000 less than its pre-Brexit price.
In my opinion, in 32 years of buying houses and selling properties, I don't think you'll ever have had a better time to buy a property, to be able to negotiate a deal.
And here's a curious twist. One of the great hopes of Brexit was that it would make property more affordable. Well, it has, but to foreigners. Brexit jitters mean the pound against the dollar is now worth 17% less than it was a year ago. Global estate agents John Taylor have witnessed a foreign investor surge.
I had the team in here count all the inquiry in the month following the Brexit vote and compare that with all the inquiry coming in the month before. It's 1,200% uplift, so that's a fact. And here's the second fact. 80% of it had foreign dial tone numbers given as the point of contact.
As of today, we have 80% sold out in the development.
Selling fast in Colindale, Zone 4. These Hong Kongers eye up new investments.
So this is our master bedrooms with ensuite, so you can
They're delighted the low pound has knocked roughly 15% off their buying price.
Brexit is not the end of the world. This country have a stable and secure political system, and it attracts, the foreign investor to come here, like me.
And 15% off, it's like the sales.
Definitely, yeah, it's good, yeah.
The London sale is on to foreigners. It's not on to the English. The English continue to sit on their hands. They continue to say, David, we don't think this is a good time to trade.
I'm going to invest, in buying flats and rent it out.
And then this is the living and dining area.
70% of sales in this Fairfield development are first-time buyers. But for tax reasons, many foreign investors now deliberately compete for these cheaper outer-zone homes rather than prime locations hit by new higher stamp duty and second home tax.
We had lots of investors who would want to invest $1 million or $2 million, so they'd come in and buy a flat for a specific yield. Now they're coming in and buying 3 or 4 smaller apartments in order not to have the stamp duty.
So let me explain. If an investor buys one tiny little flat in Mayfair for £1.5 million, his total tax bill is £138,000. But if instead he buys 6 flats at £250,000 each, somewhere cheaper in London, his total tax is only £60,000. That's a saving of £78,000. He's more than halved his tax bill.
So it's nothing inclusive, no furniture.
No, unfortunately, no.
The public and London's mayor are critical of foreign investors snapping up these homes, but developers warn they're keeping the market afloat amid Brexit uncertainty. If that sinks, so does all the affordable housing tagged on by councils.
Be careful what you wish for, because in the UK and in London in particular, they play a very vital role in underpinning every development.
Of course, the uplift in purchases coming from abroad in no way make up for the fall in the number of English purchasers we have seen in the market.
So increased tax and Brexit jitters have led to some spectacular reductions at the top end of the market. On June 15th, the two-bed flat at Battersea Power Station was on sale for £1.7 million. Today, it's on offer for £1.15 million, 32% down. So can London sustain its luxury building boom? 2.5 years ago, London Residential Research gave me this warning on the necklace of luxury developments along the Thames.
We reckon this has all the hallmarks of a bubble. And the researchers tell me this bubble has maybe 2.5, 3 years to run in it.
So, 2.5 years on, plus Brexit.
Is there going to be a crash? Is the bubble going to burst? That depends so much on what happens politically in the next few months. It's impossible to say without seeing that framework around it. Right now, would I buy? I'd rent.
But investor Henry Pryor is still buying post-Brexit, but warns luxury new builds are taking a hit.
Brexit for them has been a nightmare. There are 59,000 new properties either with planning consent or coming out of the ground. And in central London, only 4,000 are sold every year. We have a massive oversupply. I think it has some significant challenges, and I regard it as highly toxic. This is not investment when it comes to buying these properties, it's speculation. I wouldn't touch these new builds, I'm afraid, with anyone's barge pole.
But many disagree. 2 years ago in Hong Kong, I witnessed Neil Jensen selling a yet-to-be-built tower block in Stratford.
There's not many left now, at all, is there?
No. It's still not finished, but some of his investors will have already sold on with a 40% profit.
So this is the show flat in here, Jim?
Today he's eyeing up another London development for his Asian clients. He dismisses Brexit scaremongering.
This bomb hasn't gone off. All the things that were said, it hasn't happened, and everything's okay.
It sounds like you've had enough of people talking about bubbles about to burst in London.
Mark, someday somebody's going to be right, and congratulations, the market will drop by 5-10%. It's a blip. So you might find that somebody's sitting there saying, oh, I told you so. But really, over 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, there are no fundamental reasons why the market is going to crash.
The Brexit effect, the talk of every London street.
This is lovely, but with Brexit...
What is your main fear, your biggest fear at the moment?
Going to go into negative equity, and I would need to move.
A London home, the biggest thing most of us will ever buy. For Tanya in Cemetery Road and many beyond, Brexit still scares.